Welcome back. In this class, we are going to learn DNS records and zone file. In last video, we have seen DNS records of example.com. Basically, DNS records are mapping files that tell the DNS server which IP address is associated with each domain and how to handle requests sent to each domain. The DNS records are automatically bundled up into a zone file which allows the internet to look up the correct IP address for your domain. Basically, zone file is none other than a text file. In here, at first we have name server records. NS records indicate which name server is authoritative name server for domain. For example, here authoritative name server for google.com is ns1.google.com. Similarly, here for my domain elfsbox.com, authoritative name server is Linode. Also note that this is a zone file of my domain elfsbox.com. After that we have SOA record. SOA stands for Start of Authority. This record specifies core information about a DNS zone, including the primary name server, the email of the domain administrator, domain serial number, and several timers. Here note that administrative email address is written with a period instead of @ symbol in zone file. Let's take a look at my zone file. Here @ symbol is replaced with dot in zone file. In here we have several records like A records, SOA record, NS records, and text records. Let's talk about A record. The A record specifies the IP address IP version 4 for given host. A records are used for conversion of domain names, subdomains to corresponding IP addresses. We can also resolve anything under a domain name that is not explicitly defined by adding asterisk as subdomain. This is Udemy zone file and they have a record for wildcard. Now if we browse any non-existent web address, for example say abcd.udemy.com, we will be directed to main domain. We can have different IP addresses for subdomains and domain. For example, here google.com and its subdomains have several IP addresses. Let's talk about quad A record. It also specifies IP version 6 address for given host. It works in the same way as the A record. Coming to CNAME record. The CNAME record stands for canonical name. It is used to make one domain an alias of another domain. In Udemy records, I found two CNAME records. Let's talk about this CNAME record. When mail.udemy.com is requested, the initial DNS lookup will find CNAME entry with target ghs.google.com. After that, a new DNS lookup will be started for ghs.google.com. And finally, visitors to mail.udemy.com will be directed to ghs.google.com. Now let's go back to Udemy's record. Udemy have several MX records listed here. An MX records or mail exchange record sets the mail delivery destination for a domain or subdomain. This information is used by SMTP to route emails to proper host. Typically, there are more than one mail server for a domain with different priority. You could have noticed Udemy is using Google Apps for receiving emails. Next, we have text records. The text record can hold arbitrary non-formatted text string. We can insert any text in text records. They are mainly used for denoting facts about the domain. We also use text records to insert SPF and DKIM record. SPF stands for Sender Policy Framework and it is used to prevent fake emails to appear to be sent by you. DKIM stands for Domain Keys Identified Mail and it is used for mail signing. Here this text record of Udemy is SPF record.